Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of me playing Griftlands. With our Battle Brothers series ending, I've been thinking about playing this for a long time, and now's the time to play it. Griftlands is a deck builder, card game kind of thing, sort of like Slay the Spire, which is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. And it's a lot of fun. It's like got a narrative focus, so we're going to be doing a lot of reading dialogue. I hope you enjoy that. Hopefully I can make it entertaining. And yeah, we're just going to play. I got a run in progress. We're probably just going to sack that. I have not played very much of this game. I played one full playthrough of Sal's story. And it was okay. I didn't do too well. I lost the final fight a couple times. I had to reload, but I started a Rook run, but we're going to restart. We're going to start as Sal. I don't know what Brawl is. We're going to try... I guess we're going to do Hunting Casio. I guess that's normal. So, I guess we're just going to jump into this. The way this game works is it's a card game, and you have two different decks. That's sort of the main draw, I think. You have a negotiation deck, which is all about when you get into arguments with people, try to talk people down from things, talk people into things, stuff like that. So you have this deck, and we'll get into what it does as we get there. And then we have a battle deck, when we actually, when the shit hits the fan, when we actually have to fight things, try to kill people. Two different decks for two different things. We're going to be using both throughout the run. I have outfits, apparently. Oh. Look at that. I didn't know I unlocked these. Well, we're just going to use our basic. It perks. You don't get these on your first run. I unlocked these from playing the game. I think we're going to take something like... What do I... Yeah. Tough Constitution once per day. Drink and eat without any repercussions. That sounds cool. Anti perks hot 2. At the start of each day, a random person that likes you will love you. Wow, that sounds great. What the heck? 2 random people will like you. I think that costs points. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, I have it leveled. That's what it is. I think. We'll do that. So 2 random people will like us. Someone will love us. If you don't understand that, we'll get into it. This feels... Maybe I shouldn't have started with somebody who I have to do all this stuff for. Next back, you cannot restart the day when dying. This is the entry... Okay, so this is the entry level... difficulty. And now I'm on level 1. You cannot restart the day when dying. Non-boss enemies have upgraded abilities and have a chance to spawn as a promoted version. Negotiation opponents have improved arguments. Okay, let's try it. So I guess this is like... the next difficulty up. I'm trying to remember what it's called in other games, but I'm forgetting. Card sets, all sets active. All sets active. Oh, you get to unlock card sets. I didn't know that. Very cool. Let's go.
You've never been one to back down from a challenge. You enter the Grogendog, shrugging off the weird sense of deja vu that hits you. First thing is to find your old friend Fish, who might have a lead on where to find Casio.
Grogendog has its charms. The patrons look lively and the floorboards creak like a well-fed toad. Got 2 people liking us down there. There you are. Started to think you might have gotten mugged before you even made it through the door. Your faith moves me, Fish, but I do feel ready for a fight. My blood is pumping, Should serve me well up against Casio. First breath of fresh air in 10 years. You get straight to the point. You won't get nowhere without making some friends. Get your bearings, and maybe tomorrow we can talk about Casio. Casio hates me. Sparks Baron freelancer. She betrayed your family. Now views you as a threat. That is the main goal for this run. Let me give you something. People leave the damnedest things behind at the bar. So we get like a starting bonus. So, receive the Amnesiator. It is a 1-cost negotiation card. Destroys after 2 uses. So, once you use it twice, it is taken out of your deck. permanently. But you get to double up on the next card played, so that sounds good. Triage kit. Get 2 battle cards here that give you 6 mending, which heal you over time. It replenishes, so it draws another card when it's drawn, and destroys after 1 use. Okay. Or War Stories, just instantly draft 2 battle cards. That sounds... I'm going to go for that. Let's try that. Looking to get rough. So, when you draft a card in this game, you get an option of 3 cards, usually. And you get to pick one to add to your deck. And usually these are going to be better than the cards you start with, so might as well take some. Footwork. Discard a card, gain actions equal to its cost plus 1. That's pretty good. Expend. Expend removes the card for the rest of the battle, so once you start another battle, you'll have this back in your deck. Scatter. Discard up to 2 cards. Gain 1 temp power for each card discarded. Make sure attacks do more damage. That also sounds good. Improvise an attack card from your draw pile. That card deals plus 4 damage until played. Improvise, you get to look at 3 cards and pick one. So, ooh, I mean, that sounds really good. So you get to look into your deck. It shows you 3 cards from your deck, and then you get to draw an attack card, and then that attack card deals more. I like that a lot. Let's take that. We could also decline to gain money, 10 shills. That's the currency of the game. Maybe should have looked at what it upgrades to, but whatever. Let's also look at our battle deck. So it can turn into plus 6 damage if you upgrade it, or improvise plus, which lets you draw more. Or look at more cards, sorry. So we start with elbow strikes, which just deal damage. Feints, which give us defense, which lets us block damage. Fight dirty, which lets us improvise some cards down here from a special pool. Sal's daggers, get to pick one or the other, hammer grip or saber grip over there. And then stabs, they just deal, they have the chance to deal a little more damage than elbow strikes. So it's a pretty basic set of cards, except for these 2 down here, and then we just added deception. We'll get into it. We'll get into it when we actually get into a battle. And now here, apply bleed equal to damage dealt by this card. Burst. Apply bleed. Okay, bleed isn't bad. And this could be good. Applying bleed equal to damage dealt. If we add damage with that card we just added, then we would be adding more bleed. That sounds cool. Gain 1 counter whenever you gain defense. Counter lets you deal damage back to people who hit you. And speciality, improvise a finisher from your deck, gain 2 combo. So finishers are special cards that use combo. I like the sound of this burst. I like that. So, let's ask about Havaria. Let me get my bearings. It's been a long time since I was last in Havaria. Dirty and broken, like always. That brokering was bad when you were a kid. It's worse now. Maybe I should differentiate their voices. How should I do it? Half the population is indentured, and them's that hold the contracts sell them to pay off their own. No wonder customs was so uptight on my way back in. Must have been a lot of fraud. That ain't the half of it. Admiralty is pushing for an official annex. They want to make everyone real Deltrian citizens. Papers and everything. Navaria? You're joking. They say it'll stop illegal debt brokering. Now anyone with a hand in labor contracts is real ornery, from the poor to the powerful. You can imagine the reaction. I can. So, the people, the Deltrians, or the Admiralty, is trying to annex this area. Annex can't be a popular move. Most come here to get away from the Admiralty. It ain't. Both the Spree and the Cult are in arms about it. Spree, because they're criminals. Cult, because they profit off the labor more than anybody. Two groups. No need to tell me that. Colt's holding a big shindig in a few days. Their usual wheeling and dealings in the name of the divine. Word is the Admiralty is going to use it to make their proposition. Mandatory citizenship. It's going to need to be a mighty good pitch to convince the Cult. I wouldn't put it past the Spree to set fire to the whole affair if they can. It has a dour eye over the bar, like it's a garden on the near side of winter. Suffice it to say, kid, tensions are real high. You'd be smart to keep your head down instead of looking for trouble. All are you doing, Fish? This is Fish we're talking to, by the way. What do I owe you for this, Fish? Cut of my takings? Hesh, no. That is the cult's god. I left my bounty hunting days behind me. I owed your parents once. I don't like leaving my debts unsettled, even to dead folks. They were decent people, South Allen. Watch you don't end up like them. You know, even when you pay off the debts, the Derrick still owns your name. I'm an Ick Derrick now, so they tell me. Surname given to all indentured workers consigned to the cult's offshore Lumen Derricks. Yeah, a messed up bladder rack, though. Bladder rack. And then Cassio, the person we're going after. He lined up work for me real fast. Some kind of mover here? Nah, I just know people. People know me. Don't need to go after Cassio, kid. I have enough work to keep you busy. Spent my childhood in a lumen pipe because of her. Now she's worth more money than either of us can count. And she's more dangerous than either of us can figure. You go after her, she'll clap back with a knife for each kidney. I may have 2 extras to spare, but you only got 2. I worked off a lifetime's debt in 10 years just so I could get back here and settle the score. If you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me to drop it. Aw, Hesh, that ain't what I meant. You know it ain't. I'll give you a roof, a bed, and at least 1 good meal a day. You live your life the way you want to. Yours. I'll pay you back. I know. Get you to work. Let's get to work. I got people in my pocket who owe me a favor. Ban, Pepero, and Trina. They're easy people to find. Tell them I sent you. Settle their tabs by giving you work. Get that done, and I'll get you a plate of popped Ashnu eyes on the house. The giant snails. Bless your warty hide, Fish. I'll hold you to it. Okay. So, now we got to make a choice. This is going to happen every time we move around from places, basically. Usually we're going to have a choice of where to go. Here, we have a bunch of quests available. We can look at what they give us, what kind of difficulty they are, if it's focused on battle or negotiation. Battle would be good for us because we just gained a bunch of battle cards. And they're all battles, so there you go. So, Admiralty Headquarters. Pepero wants you to beat up Clove, but keep the violence covert. Careful not to kill her. We'll get shills. We'll get a card. We'll get 5 metal. Private security. Trina has heard the bandits are coming to rob her store. Battle. Get a card. Remove a card as a reward. 60 shills, but less metal. And then over here, Ban wants you to clear out some BCs from a desolate beach so that the Jakes can use it for smuggling. Get a card. Get a new card, Tincture. Gain 2 power, replenish, destroy after 2 uses. Oh, that sounds nice. Little bit of a buff card. We have some choices here. It sort of depends on like who we want to help. I'm sort of thinking about this, private security. Being able to remove a card sounds nice. Let's go here. We got a couple people here. Vo, the guard. Daniel, just a random patron. And then Trina, the proprietor. Trina's fiery temper is matched only by the explosive mixtures she enjoys dabbling with. Didn't think my day would involve a grifter dealing. So we can buy cards from her. That's cool. We can buy battle cards. 2 random cards in hand cost 0. Destroy after 1 use. These all destroy after a couple uses. I think we'll save our money. Let's do this opportunity. Where it is, you need some help. Yeah, you look like you could cut it. One of those spree types was sniffing around my shop yesterday. They were casing the joint, you know? I got my guard to chase them out, but I know how these scum operate. They'll be back. We got a defender against bandits. Let's do it. Got our first stage of combat. But first, get another battle card to add. Sharpen. Apply 2 bleed whenever you hit an enemy with an attack for the rest of the turn. This would be nice if we had a lot of cheap attacks. Gain combo equal to damage dealt with this card. That could be nice. Especially since we have the card that adds damage. Deception. And lacerate. Apply 4 bleed and deal some damage. I think we're going to go for this just because I want to try some bleed synergy. And if the target Has bleed, apply 6 bleed. Look at that. A little bit of a buff right here if you upgrade it. Let's go for lacerate. Would the spree arrive? Probably want to check in with my guard Vo. Not sure what they said to him yesterday, but he's been acting strange ever since. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have some opportunities to do a little bit of negotiation before the battle. So we can try to convince Trina to give us some supplies to help us out. Listen, I'm putting my neck on the line to protect you. Do you have anything that might help with that behind the counter? You want something for free? So this is our negotiation battle screen. This is my core argument. It is basically our negotiation health. If this gets reduced down to 0, negotiation's over, we lose. It also has the passive down here underneath it called Sal's Savvy. Gain 1 composure at the start of your turn. Composure is defense, basically, or block if you've played Slay the Spire. It takes this damage number that's coming in and reduces it by the number. So we're going to take 4, reduce it by 1. We'll take 3 at the end of the turn if we don't do anything. This is Trina's core argument, Purple Haze. It is her health, has 23. Also has, whenever you play a card, draw a card, and then discard a random card in your hand. Oh, okay. Is that for me? I think it is. We got to be careful about what we play then. And this is what she's going to be doing. These are her intents. So at the end of battle, or at the end of the turn, she'll do this. She wants to do 4 damage and do something that we don't know. She's going to deploy another argument. So what do we want to do here? We have Fast Talk that deals some damage. We have Deflection that adds some composure so we can block this damage. And then we can improvise from a pool of special cards. Let's try it out. Also, as we're about to play this, I know this is a lot to go over right now. These little bars underneath the card are its upgrade progress. Here we go, up here. Every time you play the card, you gain 1 upgrade progress. And once you reach the maximum number listed, it's 9 for this card, it's 6 for this card, it upgrades into one of the 2 upgrades shown here. And upgrade cards are basically always better. So you want to, in a battle, try to play as many cards as possible without like getting yourself too hurt, to try to get as much upgrade progress as possible. So let's do quick thinking. Going to take 1 action down here. We have 3 actions a turn. Incept 2 vulnerability. Incepting is an effect you add to your opponent's arguments. Vulnerability increases the damage they take by the number there. So if we hit them with an ability, it would do 2 more damage. This can add more composure, and this just can do some damage. So let's do Stammer. Let's apply, let's Stammer first. We're going to Incept 2 vulnerability. All resolve losses increased by 1. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. To make sure we don't... Oh, well, actually, let's threaten first. I'm going to threaten, do 1 to 4 damage. Or, sorry, 2 to 5 because of the vulnerability. Only 2, that sucks. Now, we got given Sal's Instincts, which lets us either pull Inspiration for Influence or gain Attitude for Dominance. Influence makes our Diplomacy cards deal max damage, and Dominance makes our hostile cards do 1 more damage. I think we're just going to go for the Deflection to make sure we don't take any damage. There we go. In turn, discard our hand. The enemy intents happen. And now we draw a new hand. She played an argument, Eccentricity. All cards have a random cost between 0 and 3. Oh, so she makes our hand random. Okay. She's going to do 4 more damage this turn. Lucky for us, we got some 0 costs, so that's nice. Let's play our Threaten first off. Let's play this. Try to get a Dominance in play. Never mind. It actually completely screwed us because it costs more than I thought it would, and we got rid of our other 0 cost. So, oh Lord. Oh. Let's go for Fast Talk. Ooh, max damage. Nice. Go for a Threaten for 0 cost. Nice. Fast talk for 0 cost. Whatever card we just drew, we got rid of. And then deflection to protect. There we go. Another perfect turn. It's going to do 4 damage. It's going to deploy an argument in 3 turns. We have 3 turns to keep going in. I think we're just going to try to kill her before that even comes out. It's fast talk. Boom. Only 1 damage, unfortunately. Let's go for deflection. We drew Sal's instincts. Can't play it. Too bad. Didn't do too much damage that turn. Okay. Let's play the threaten. I don't want this to get messy. Fast talk. Nice. Go for the deflection. And then we'll finish it off with the threaten, I think. Okay, she's getting very close to mentally crumbling. Curiosity is the new argument she put out. When destroyed, draw up to your maximum hand size 10. Oh, wow. So that's cool. If we destroy this, we get a boon. So this could be, it may be worthwhile to go after this. It's actually a bounty, not an argument, because it doesn't help her. That's an interesting one, although I think we can just kill her. So let's try to play as many cards as possible so we can get as many upgrade points as possible. I actually don't think we can kill her this turn, unfortunately. Let's go for a fast talk. Go for an inspiration. Oh, no, this does 2 damage. Oh, but it's still not enough. There we go. We got influence. So now all of our green cards are going to do max damage. We should have played that first to get max damage. But maybe we can just get some more upgrade points. Okay. This is impatience. As the battles go on longer, they get stronger. Trina's intense and arguments deploy with +1 damage, and then her arguments deploy with +1 resolve. So it doesn't want you to stall out the fights forever. Let's just... we'll go for a kill here. Oh, we did not get it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no, this does 2 damage. There we go. Hit it with some attitude. I got better ways to spend my time. There we go. We get a negotiation card for finishing a negotiation. Ipso facto. Gain 1 influence. Evoke. An opponent argument is removed or destroyed. Unplayable. Once per turn, play this card for free from wherever it is when the specified requirements are met. Oh, I see. So this card, you cannot play it, but whenever you destroy an argument from the enemy side, it'll just play and you gain an influence. That's cool. Okay. Gain 2 influence and gain 3 and apply 3 composure to it. So gain 2 influence the argument on our side and then apply some defense to it. Cool. Plead. Do 0 to 3 damage but lose influence. So we can pay influence to deal damage. Let's try this ipso facto. That sounds weird. You want me to succeed, don't you? Fine. Pick 1 thing from my stock. Cool, we get a free thing. Let's go for tincture. Gain 2 power. For free. Thank you. We're not done here yet because she told us to go talk to her guard, Vo. Vo charges extra for service with a smile. Doesn't seem worth the investment. Day to you. So, I can convince him to help me defend Trina. So when the battle that we are about to fight happens, if we convince him here, if we beat him in the negotiation, he will help us in some way. And also, I can't really hover over it, but if you see next to us, there's Trina on the left side. Even though we just negotiated with her, she has a vested interest in getting Vo to help us, so she's here and she's gonna help us somehow in this negotiation. So, how about those bandits, eh? Don't you start on me too. I don't know how to. I only took this job because. Give me one good reason to stay and risk my life for this job, huh? I'll give you 3. Open your mind. Looks like she healed us for 1 resolve. Okay, that's not much help, but sure. What's he gonna do? Double edge. Whenever Vo deals damage, they gain composure equal to resolve lost. If no resolve is lost, Vo takes 3 damage. So if he ever breaks through our composure, he's gonna deal double damage. But if he doesn't break through, if we can defend ourselves, then he's gonna hurt himself, which is really nice. He's gonna do 4 damage and he's gonna deploy an argument. So let's go for Sal's instincts. Gain some influence. Do 2 damage. Get a deflection. Let's go for the one that's almost upgraded. So now we're fully defending ourselves. And that influence is going to make this fast talk do max damage. Boom. He's going to attack. He does no damage to us, so he takes 3 back. Crafty. Intents and target previews are hidden. Oh, when this argument takes damage without being destroyed, Vo gains ploy. Ploy, target takes an opponent's argument each turn for 1 damage. At the end of each turn, double the damage this argument deals. So if we don't kill this in 1 shot, he gets other arguments. That's not good. Ooh, look at this. We have ipso facto here. So let's go for a quick thinking. We don't have a way to defend ourselves. He's probably attacking, so let's take the withdrawn. Let's destroy the crafty with fast talk. Bam. Ipso facto got played for free because we destroyed an argument. He was attacking. This was a good draw. A good choice. We gained some composure. And then we'll hit him with the fast talk because it deals max damage. We're well on our way to perfecting this fight as well. Damage. Yeah. Y'all know what we're doing about now. He's not, okay, so this is something new. So he's not attacking our core argument this time. Enemies can attack our other arguments just like we can attack theirs. He's going after our influence, which makes our green cards deal max damage. We can block it just like our core argument, and it's probably worth doing. And yeah, it's probably worth doing. So let's defend it up. Hit him with a fast talk. Nice. This guy's his double edge is really hurting him. So there's that ploy, which is going to do damage every turn. So 4 coming at us from him, 2 from the ploy. We can beat him this turn easy. So let's just play our cards to get some levels from upgrade points. That. Quick thinking. Except a flustered. Reduces damage by 33%. Draw 2 cards. Gain 1 bonus action next turn. Yeah. We'll just do that, I guess. Then we're going to finish him off with that. Book. Good job, us. Get a negotiation card. Spend 1 influence to gain to draw 2 cards and deal 3 damage. Segue, draw a card. Return the next card you played this turn to the draw pile. Interesting. Setup, gain 2 influence. At the end of your turn, lose 2 influence. That's okay. Let's find a way to spend our influence here. Let's use this. What does it upgrade into? 5 damage or draw 3 cards. Okay. Step that card. And look at this. We have our first upgrades. Deflection and this deflection and this fast talk have got enough points to be upgraded. So, left side here, we can make it add one more composure. Or, and this is interesting, we can make it extremely strong, but then have it destroy itself after one use, permanently removing it from the deck, which is interesting because it's a good way to get cards out of your deck. It's a good way to thin your deck. So if you look, this is our whole deck, and you know, some of these cards aren't as good as others. Like these threatens aren't really good. If we could get them out of the deck, especially since it looks like we're focusing on influence, which are the green cards, then it would be nice. I think getting rid of deflection right now is not the best decision, so I'm going to go for this. Just a little bit of upgrade, but it is something that's worth thinking about. Fast talk. Oh, look at this. Either we can make it draw a card, or we can make it gain composure. I think since we kept that other one, we're going to make it draw a card. Look at that, just straight up. It's just, they're both better cards now. Earn a medal. Medal is for another system that we'll get into later. And thirdly, look at Trina. Look at that face. Is that a face that can handle another betrayal? Or is that a face you want to hold gently? Promise you'll always be there for it. Well, okay. I'll stay. I don't want to abandon Trina or anyone. I wouldn't want to abandon anyone. Okay. Okay, Vo. Okay, Vo. Little star-crossed lovers going on here. And we did it. We got Vo on our side. Seems like we are quite the smooth criminal here. Now, with all that preparation ready, you tell Trina we're ready and get on to the battle. But this is going to be the end of the first episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope I didn't over-explain too much. I hope you understood what was going on, but we're still engaged. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to drop a like, comment, even subscribe even. We have a new episode coming out every other day, so check out the playlist or come back in a couple days if you're watching this on release, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.